Alright, we're going to attempt to shoot a video here. Cleaning basically, it's pretty much a new white sofa, but it's a hand-me-down. Somebody just got this and they wanted to get it steamed because you never know. It looks brand new, but you never know what's happened with it.
It's used, but it's in good condition.
Yeah. He's going to start out with the triangle tool, which comes with this Dupray neat. And I'll put a link in the video description so you can go to Dupray and you can see the neat, and you can see the other steamers they offer. The neat is actually their entry-level steamer, and we've been using one for over 2 years, and this is our second one. We have 2 of them. We use them both. But you can look and see what other models they have. This is their floor tool that also comes with. This pad is they have 3 of those that come with the neat when you buy it. Those bands on there are optional things we put on there just to hold the pad in place. It's stuck on there with like a plastic Velcro system, but we do carpets with it sometimes, and it'll try to peel off on you and stuff like that. So.
Well, the way this works is you put steam. The steam goes through. It goes into the cloth. And then what the steam does is it immediately hits the cloth, and then it tries to rise back up, and it rises back up.
It draws the dirt with it.
It brings whatever dirt and debris into fabric up, and it goes into the bonnet. So you walk away with the dirt in the bonnet. That's how it works. It's simple. There's no pre-spray on this. None of that. It's pretty much a simple concept.
Yeah.
It don't take too much to figure.
Now you can pre-spray if you wanted to. A lot of people do. But you just keep in mind you're vaporizing whatever you spray on the fabric. You're going to breathe that, so make sure, take precaution, wear a mask or something if you're going to do very much of that. Because even though it's atomized, you're going to be breathing some steam.
We don't pre-spray because it's really not necessary.
No, especially when you have something clean looking like this.
You're painting with super high heat, so.
I'm going to try not to distract you too much, because the worst thing you can do when you got so many surfaces to deal with is lose track of where you've been or where you're going.
Well, normally I start off with the triangle. I do all the triangle work, and then I'll start with the floor tool. Once I know the triangular stuff's all finished.
Did you do the back?
Not yet.
Okay.
But I will.
And I'm not going to necessarily show everything. You need to. These are brand new, and they said the people that he got it from said they never flipped the cushions. So the back of the cushions are basically factory fresh.
Yeah. But
we'll probably just steam those. I don't know if I'll put it on video. Depends on how the length of the video is doing. But just flip those forward and steam them. The fabric dries.
We may not do the back.
The fabric dries pretty fast, so you can flip it forward.
We're showing people how this works. We're not trying to tear our couch apart.
No.
That's not really the goal.
You want to try to let the cushions dry before you stick them back there, so that they you don't trap moisture. But the steam is a fairly dry steam. It's a vapor really, so it dries pretty fast. That's another reason you can lose track of where you've been, because if you try to feel around for damp fabric,
there's no dampness.
It's not damp very long. So if you do a section, worst case scenario, you end up doing something twice because you forgot where you're at.
Well, it won't hurt it.
When we're making videos, it's very, very easy to get distracted and lose track of where you're at. If you watch the video, you might see us sometimes we miss a section, because it won't happen when you're not making a video, but when you're making a video, you're thinking about what to say.
But this is easy. I mean, I don't know how long the video will be, but that's how long it's going to take to clean the couch. We're not going to stop the camera or any of that kind of stuff. So
no, I won't pause unless I really need to.
What you see is what you'll really get as far as the length of time it takes to do this. And it's easy. You shoot the steam in. When the steam comes out, it brings the dirt and debris with it. The filth goes right up into the pad. You walk out the house with the pad, there goes all the dirt. That's all there is to it.
I'm trying to catch the steam. It's kind of hard. It's still pretty early in the morning, and we're on the dark side of the building. The sun's on the other side, and we're not getting a lot of great light. There's actually a lot of steam coming up. I just don't know if it's showing up on the video or not.
If it's not showing up, it's still there.
Yeah, people love to see the steam.
They do.
If you make a steam cleaning video and they can't see any steam, they kind of feel robbed, and I don't blame them.
Well,
you can kind of see it there coming up by the black TV screen. Get the contrast.
No, I'll go ahead and just do the back of this real quick, although it probably don't need it.
And these are great. You don't have to have dirty furniture to use a steamer. You can freshen up your furniture anytime you want. If you have children and pets, you might want to do this fairly often, and it's good. It's good to be able to keep your mattresses and bedding and stuff. There's stuff that's inconvenient to throw in a washing machine, and it's kind of nice to be able to steam it.
Well, we run a carpet cleaning service, and when people want furniture done, this is the way we do it. And we run a professional carpet care service, so but this is how we clean all furniture.
We used to use handheld orbital machines to clean, but this does it a lot faster.
Once we discovered this, that was all part of the past.
Well, it takes a while to dry when you do it that way, and
yeah,
it works. But this is a lot less work, and it's dry a lot faster. And
this couch is basically almost done.
Yeah.
This is going to be a short video because it just don't take no time to clean a piece of furniture.
Well. And the people he got this from don't have pets, so you don't really have to worry about fleas. And they didn't have bed bugs or anything like that, so you're not really trying to deal with any kind of problems like that.
Which this thing will kill bed bugs. They can't survive. If you have 160, 140, whatever, and you go over an area for 3 seconds, it'll kill bed bugs. Of course, we don't try for that. We're not pesticide people. We're not licensed to spray or any of that stuff. So that's of no interest to us. Now let's see.
Dry to the touch.
It's hot, but it's dry. Oh yeah, it's hot. You know, just for fun.
No warm buns, huh?
Just for fun, we'll clean the backside.
Yeah, we're 7 minutes in, so you got time to. The world is your oyster.
When you're cleaning this quick, why not?
Like I said, I'll put a link in the video description, and it'll tell you some more information. I'll tell you some basic stuff on these. 275 degrees, 50 psi. I have a video. Did you find a little stain?
Yeah, it's going to come out.
I have a video that shows you how you fix these things if they clog up. We're using regular tap water. We don't use distilled water. There's a procedure in the owner's manual, I believe page 13 of the owner's manual. It tells you how to do a descaling operation with vinegar. And you want to make sure and do that. Even if you use distilled water, you still periodically need to do the descaling operation. And check my channel. There's a playlist link in this video's description. And it tells you how to fix a clog, and it's pretty easy.
I found the one stain this couch has.
There's no pump in these things, so what it really does is there's just the boiler, and it heats up, and then it releases the steam when you squeeze the trigger. So there's no solenoid, there's no mechanisms in there. It's pretty simple. This is the most simple steamer from that standpoint. There's not that much can go wrong. If the boiler works, it's pretty much going to work. You get more expensive steamers that have pump systems and injection systems and stuff. Now you got more things that you can have problems with. So make sure you get a good brand like Dupray, where you have good warranty and you have a good service department to back it up. Most of these are imported from Italy, and so you're dealing with a company that imports, and they don't actually necessarily work on the steamers if you have a problem with your steamers. So Dupray is a pretty good brand because they will help you out and they have a good warranty.
Now you guys have seen how fast I'm painting this, and if you want to be able to do this for yourself or for a business, well, there'll be a link where you can get one and you can start your own. 275 is more than hot enough to do anything you're ever going to do for any kind of carpet or carpet floor upholstery business.
Well, I've talked to, there was a lady, I can't remember her name offhand, and she commented on one of our older videos with the Dupray when we were doing carpets, and she said she has the neat, and she also has some of the more expensive models that get to higher temperatures. And she believed the neat to be the best one for fabrics and carpets and stuff because it has just enough moisture in the steam that it does a good job. The other ones get hotter, but they're too dry.
Yeah, she said the other ones, they get hot, but they just don't work because they're so
not
dry.
As good for carpets and fabrics.
This one has 5% water, 95% steam, and you want that little bit of water to make it work.
Yeah, show them how you can't burn yourself too easy with it.
if you hold it out this far from it, you can't get burned. But if you put it up here, it's a contact steamer. So
right.
it's like if you get within an inch away, you will get burned bad.
If you don't know, if you want to know what that means, just comment and ask a question, and I'll tell you more about it. There's some detail with what contact steamers are, but just suffice it to say that if you're trying to clean something that's a foot away from the tip on that thing, you're just hitting it with basically cooled vapor.
Now the machines that have like 200 degrees, 210, they'll clean like where you can have super hot water going out from like 6-8 inches, a foot.
Yeah, you can get burned easy.
From a long ways.
Ironically, you can get burned easier with a cooler temperature steamer. The hotter they get, the safer they are as far as...
Since this is a contact steamer, it's not going to do that.
The hotter they get, the closer you have to be to the tip to actually get burned, because they have a dry steam, and it doesn't burn you as bad as a wet steam.
We make the video longer for you guys to be entertained by, but did I do the arms?
I think you did the arms.
Did I? Okay.
Unfortunately, they're dry, so you
videos,
can't...
We could, everything's so dry. I can't.
That's what I said. You can get distracted.
I think I did the arms. If I didn't, I mean, the couch is still clean.
I remember you doing the arms.
I think I did. You guys can say in the comments, you missed the arms, like, oops.
I think it's safe to end the video at this point.
Yeah, that's
I think we covered all the bases. Oh, when you get done with the steamer, you can actually squeeze the trigger to let some of the steam escape if you want, but otherwise, give it about 20 minutes and then start slowly loosening the cap.
To make sure, and we don't get no comments, I'm just going to do the arms real quick.
Well, you're going to be doing them twice.
Well, they ain't going to hurt them.
There's still plenty of steam.
Yeah.
Don't you remember you had the triangle tool on and you were going around doing the arms?
I didn't do I don't think, I'll be honest, I think I did miss the arms because I was going to do the rest of the arms with the big tool that I didn't use.
Oh, well, do it with the floor plate then.
Yeah. But in case we missed, we'll fix it. Better safe than sorry.
One thing I love about the Neat is so simple. All you gotta do is put water in it and get it heated up. When the green light comes on, you're good to go. All the tools they give you with the machine work well, and you can clean just about anything you want with it.
Green light come on since I unplugged it for a couple of minutes.
And one thing we like, we bought 2 of these things because they're usually about $150 a piece. And so for about $300, you can buy 2 units. And I think the next model up on Dupray's lineup costs $300, roughly. So you can have 2 steamers for the price of one steamer.
Yeah, for the price of any other
I think the next model up's the Home, and it doesn't really offer all that much more than the Neat. It's a little bit hotter, but it doesn't have a trigger lock. And I think the hose is removable, which is kind of nice. That's one thing on the Neat. The hose does not remove, so you have to always keep that hose around. But the Neats are really good for $150, and it'll do quality work, and we've been using it for over 2 years. We clean carpets, and you can look at the playlist and you can see our other videos. We've cleaned a lot of stuff with it. It's probably one of the most popular steamers you can buy, and the reason is because it's the most bang for the buck.
It's probably the most popular steamer in the steaming world.
Yeah.
Period.
Now, it's not a continuous fill, which means you've got to let it cool down before you can refill it, and then you got to reheat it. But that's what we have 2 of them for, because when we need to, we can just take 2 steamers and we can have one heating up while the other one's being used.
That's right.
And it's no big deal. Also, if one of them has a glitch and breaks down, you have another one, which is kind of nice. So you have that redundancy as well.
Okay, let me get this other side.
You just want to make sure that you don't put cushions and stuff back if they're still pretty damp.
They won't be damp.
But these dry pretty fast, so.
They dry in 10-15 seconds.
Yeah, now compared to using an extractor.
Hey Joe, if you stand over here, you get the whole thing.
Okay. Compared to using an extractor, what happens with an extractor is you're going to get the backing and the fill materials and everything wet. And also the vacuum itself is going to can distort the fabrics and the cushions. You can stretch things. And so this is a very safe method to clean fabrics with, sofas, because you're not taking a chance on deforming the cushions and everything like you can. If you've ever seen what goes inside of a cushion and the backing that they use and the other materials and the fillers, a lot of that stuff doesn't really like a lot of water on it. So when you hit it with some superheated water and then you suck it out with a vacuum, you're taking a chance on damaging some stuff, and this is a lot safer method. So
now I'm sure we got the arms in case we missed. There's nothing worse than someone's like, "You missed the arms, man." It's like, I did not.
yeah, well,
Then you go look at the video and you missed the arms.
I'm gonna stop here because we've already done the wrap up, and we're 15 minutes into the video. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Make sure and ask any questions you may have. I hope you enjoyed this, and until next time, thanks for watching.